Hi students, welcome to the Narayan PU College. Today onwards we are discussing about AC. AC means alternating current. Till now, so we completed some lessons. So previous lesson was EMI, electromagnetic induction. So where we end that one means PU topic. Where we stopped that one means AC generator. Did you remember? So generator, AC generator we will say. So why we are saying AC? Because generator is giving alternating current. Then who is giving direct current? So AC, DC. Current will be divided into two ways: alternating current, direct current. Here direct current means till now we discussed in current electricity lesson. We connected battery. Sometimes 2 batteries, 3 batteries we connected or cell we said. So all those are providing direct current. Okay, so because of direct current you won't face any problem. Why? Because if you hold positive terminal and negative terminal of the battery or cell, the small batteries will be the NIPO batteries and all this, so you won't feel any shock. So you will be very safe. But so with the alternating current it won't be like this. Your UPS is giving AC, alternating current. Generator is also giving AC, that is nothing but alternating current. Battery cell is going to give direct current. So what is the definition for that one? Both current will be same only. For alternating current, small definition is going to be changed. How it is going to be changed? In the name only it is there. Alternating current. So current is going to be alternate. Alternated means it is going to change its direction. So if you are going on a road, so while going we will go on left, while coming we will come in left side of the road, while going or coming also. So this is called direct current. So this current we will say direct current. So because of this you won't get any problem. So now we are going like this. One time you are coming right side, one time you are going left side. Because of this one you will face problem. That is nothing but accident will happen. So if you are going like this is also problem. If you are going like this, so this is also problem. So all these are changing its direction with respect to time. Okay. So with respect to some amount of time, the direction of the current is going to be varied. That may be like this, like this, like this. So this current only we are saying alternating current. So the current which varies its direction with respect to time. So which varies its direction with respect to time. So in first step it is here. Next it is coming to negative side, positive side, negative side. So that may be in immediate. So this one only we gave one formula. So this is which curve we will say in mathematics trigonometry? Sine curve we will say. So this current is produced by a source. That source we said there AC generator. So source means we will say voltage or EMF. In battery case we will write like this, isn't it? So this is V. Here V is voltage or source of direct current we will say. Now like this we will show source of alternating current. So this battery is source of DC, direct current. So now how we will represent source of AC? That is only we said AC generator. So whenever we are representing, we will represent like this. Circuit symbol of AC source, alternating current source. How we will write means same like this only, either E or V. So E means E naught sin omega t. V means V naught sin omega. So this sine curve only we are representing here. So there are explained. So by taking one loop coiled, by taking when it is going to be maximum, when it is going to be minimum, when it is going to be zero. So sir explained at the time. So this is nothing but sine curve. So this is the source of AC. This source of AC means here alternating current. Source of AC will produce alternating current. Source of DC will produce direct current. So the current which is produced by AC source we will represent like this. I is equal to I naught sin omega. Here I is coming by E. Here I is coming by is equal to V by R. Simply we will write I. So here I means DC, direct current. Here I means alternating current. How we will get means depending on situation. If sin omega t is there means, so that one is representing alternating. This is the equation for alternating current. So definition means, so the current which is going to alternate its direction or which is varying its direction periodically. Periodically means we will be coming to know. So a particular amount of time, one complete cycle. One complete cycle means like this. So from here to here, one cycle. From here to here, second cycle. Okay. So which is varying its direction periodically or with respect to time only we will be saying. So that current we are saying it as alternating current. While pronouncing we have to pronounce carefully. Sometimes we will say AC current. AC current will not be there. Okay. So AC will be there or DC will be there, or alternating current we have to call alternating current or AC. We should not call AC current. AC current means alternating current we are saying. Okay. So this is the symbolically, graphically we are representing. So this is the equation of alternating current. So where we got this equation means from this source, AC generator result. So there we stop this one. This here E naught equation also came to maximum EMF E naught. So here I naught is peak value or maximum current. So here I is AC, I naught is peak value or maximum current. Omega, angular frequency. This formula you came to already first we in a section lesson. You came to that one. Omega is equal to 2 pi mu 2 pi by T. 2 pi mu or 2 pi f. Both will be same. Where f of mu is equal to what we will call frequency. So T means time. T means time period. Okay. So I naught is peak value. So in this is nothing but I naught. If this curve represents I is equal to I naught sin omega. If this curve represents voltage, this is going to be either V naught or E naught. V is equal to V naught sin omega t. E is equal to E naught sin omega t. So what is E naught here? Peak value of EMF. Here peak value of current or maximum current. Here E naught means if it is representing EMF or voltage, peak value of voltage or maximum voltage. This voltage, that is nothing but V naught or E naught. I am saying graphical representation of this equation. This is EMF graphical representation. This is alternating current graphical representation. Source of alternating current we will symbolically represent like this. This is source of DC. Till now you came to know. Now in this lesson only this one will be coming. Okay. So in this we should come to know all these terms very clearly. I naught is peak value. In this lesson we will call peak value. Omega is angular frequency. Angular frequency equation is this one. In first we already you came to know. This one we use it so many times. Where mu or f is nothing but frequency. Frequency of AC we will say. Frequency of AC means, so in India we will use any appliance if you buy means, so on that they will write. So that will be useful for 50 Hz. On cell phone charger battery also they will write 50 Hz, 220 volts they will write. Means, so our Indian frequency, alternating current frequency is 50 Hz. Okay, so you should remember this one also. And before going, these are nothing but alternating current equation and definition. So in this lesson we will be having two terms. One is RMS value and another one is average. So RMS voltage, RMS EMF or average EMF. RMS value of current or average value of current. So these definitions will be there but not required for you. Only I am giving equations because in our book only they give equations. How they will write means IRMS. RMS root means pair value. I means we are writing current, RMS value of current. IRMS is equal to I naught by root 2. So this is the root mean square value of the current. What is I naught? We said peak value of current. Peak value of current by root 2 gives RMS value. What is 1 by root 2 value? So 1 by root 2 value is 0.707 will be coming. You can type on calculator, it will be showing 0.707. This is not required, mainly you have to remember this one. For competitive purpose, you should come to know 1 by root 2 value, therefore I wrote here. Because in competitive they won't allow calculators. Okay, so therefore this is 1 by root 2 value, 0.707 I naught. This is RMS value. IRMS is equal to I naught by root 2. You should remember this equation. If you want means how this equation came, we will discuss in competitive. At the time we will have time. Now this is not required for PU. Next, average. Average or mean value there is. So 2 I naught by 5. So mean value of current there is. Mean value of alternating current. In this lesson, current if you are saying means that is called alternating current. So mean value of current is 2 I naught by 5. RMS value of current is I naught by root 2. So why I am saying all these means, so they will give simple problems. Simple problem means, so they will give this equation. So what is the frequency? What is the RMS value? What is the mean value? So all these they will ask. Okay. So this is RMS value, mean value of current. Same like that. RMS value of voltage, mean value of voltage. However, we can only say. So IRMS means now VRMS. VRMS is equal to V naught by root 2. V mean or V average is equal to 2 V naught by pi. Okay. So V naught by root 2, 2 V naught by pi. So this is nothing but VRMS. Just in place of I, we have to write V. So these are also simple equations. RMS value of EMF or voltage they will ask. Mean value of voltage or EMF they will ask. Okay. Now we will see one simple problem on this. I is equal to, they gave one equation here. So we will write the answer for the question. See the problem there, I is equal to 40 sin 200 pi t. So this is equation they give. So alternating current is given by this equation. They are asking frequency, peak value of current, RMS value of current, mean value of current. So all these formulas now we came to know. Just you have to compare with general equation. Where is the general equation here? This is the general equation. I is equal to I naught sin omega. This type of problems you did in first period in SHMS. Y is equal to A sin omega t. Same like that, but here I is equal to I naught sin omega. So this is the general equation. I is equal to I naught sin omega t. Here I is equal to 40 sin 200 pi t. Now just compare. In place of I naught, how much is there here? 40. So in place of I naught 40 is there means I naught is equal to 40. In place of omega, how much is there? Omega is equal to 200. Just we compare. Now first what we have to find here frequency. So frequency means we want this equation. Omega is equal to 2 pi mu or 2 pi f is equal to 200 pi. So pi will be cancelled and mu is equal to 200 by 200 hits. So that is frequency. Now first one now. Now second one. Peak value of current. In this only it is the peak value of current how much? I naught is equal to 40 amperes. Next, RMS value of current. RMS value of current means IRMS formula we came to know. So IRMS is equal to I naught by root 2. I naught value 40 by root 2. What is 1 by root 2 value? So for PU problems you can calculator will be allowed, therefore no problem. But if you are same question if they ask in competitive, you should do like this. So 7 4s are 28. So 8, 28, 28, isn't it? So 2.828 or 20, sorry, 10 is also there. Therefore, into 10, 28.28 amperes. Once you can check same answer or not. Otherwise, you can correct once. Any decimal place is going to be wrong. Next, fourth one, mean value of current. So mean value of current means, now general I am writing 2I naught by pi. So you will be getting clarity after completion of competitive, because you don't know the definition of mean value of current. I will give at the time, because mean value means you will be getting two times. One is for half cycle, one is for full cycle. So this equation is for which cycle, whether half cycle or full cycle, still we didn't discuss. Therefore, generally I am doing the problem. So mean value of current means I mean is equal to 2I naught by pi. That is the formula. I naught value how much? 40. Pi value 3.14. 80 by 3.14 amperes. That one we can solve and write the final value. Okay. So up to now we discussed in current density, one resistor is connected to a battery. Like that we discussed one capacitor is connected to a battery. And inductors also. Inductor means coil. So in EMI lesson you got. Okay. So coil you got, that is nothing but like solenoid you got, that is nothing but inductor. So all these we connected for DC source. Now we are connecting resistor, capacitor and inductor for alternating source. So AC voltage applied to the pure resistor. Pure resistor means in the circuit only one resistor will be there. Okay. So AC voltage applied to the pure resistor. So only equation part will be more in this. So first we are applying AC source. AC source means I have shown for you. That source we are going to connect for a resistor. Then how much current is passing through the resistor? Any change, variation is coming up, all these we will discuss. After completion of this one, we will discuss for capacitor and inductor. After that, one inductor, one capacitor, two we will take. So finally, we will connect AC source for LCR circuit. Okay. So this is the main topic. These are the main topics in our AC lesson. So first we will see one by one. We will go. AC voltage applied to the pure resistor. Pure resistor means you have to take one resistor. This resistance is R. For this resistor, we connected here AC voltage. AC voltage means this one. Again, I am saying you have to connect here AC source. AC source is different, battery is different. In your home, where is the AC source means plug board. Plug board is only AC source, because if you keep your two fingers in the plug, if you switch on means current will come. That current is nothing but alternating current, isn't it? So this is source of AC. The source of AC symbol will be this one. Okay. So V is equal to V naught sin omega. So in our book, they make it E is equal to E naught sin omega. Both will be correct one. Either V naught or E naught. So you don't need to worry about that. Then, so current will be passing through this circuit. So in direct current density lesson, we have shown the direction of the current. But here we no need to show the direction. Simply, if you connect AC source for this R, so current will be flowing. Why we are not showing means current direction is going to be varied with respect to time. Therefore, we won't show the I here. But some amount of current passing through the resistor. So how much amount of current passing? So if you have taken this is terminal A, terminal B. So voltage across AB and voltage across this one, both will be same. How much voltage we apply? V. So what is the voltage across this one means current into resistance, isn't it? So according to Ohm's law, we will write V is equal to IR. Equation. How much voltage we apply? V is equal to V naught sin omega. So if you equate both, so IR is equal to, so V naught sin omega t. Then I is equal to V naught by R sin omega t. Then I is equal. General equation for AC, I is equal to I naught sin omega. So in this representation to write, I am taking this V naught by R as I naught. Can we take I naught sin omega? Called as equation number 3. So where I naught is equal to V naught by R. So what is I naught here? Peak value of the current. So this is the current which is flowing through the resistor whenever we connect AC voltage to the pure resistor. How much voltage we applied? V naught sin omega. How much current is passing? I naught sin omega. Curves are same only. This is also sine curve. This is also sine curve. So whenever we are representing graphical method, graphical representation of EMF and current or voltage and current, we will show. So we connect this one. V is equal to V naught sin omega. How we will get graph for this? First I am representing voltage. So this is time axis or omega t we will write. Okay. So what is the sine curve? So this is nothing but V is equal to V naught sin omega t representation. This graphical representation we got from trigonometry mathematical lesson mathematics. So sine curve, cosine curve, the curves will run same like that. Here because in equation sine term is there, therefore we got like this. What is this one we said? This is nothing but peak value of voltage or peak value of EMF. Okay, so that is given AC voltage curve for the pure resistor. So in form, if you have UPS means in UPS you can go and see there on that box, not below box, above box, there will be pure sine wave they will write. So that sine curve they will show like this. How they get means according to this equation. Okay. Next, whenever you connect this AC voltage for this pure resistor, how much current we got means this one I naught sin omega. Now this curve we have to represent here. Here also sin is there, here also sin is there. Means both are in same phase. Both are in same phase. Same phase means where we are starting here. Voltage. This is voltage curve. So from there also you have to start current. Alternating current. So now this I we have to start from origin. So whenever we are starting from origin, either it is going on the same path or it is going bigger than or it is going lesser than V naught. That is very important. Okay. So some people whenever we are writing an exam, both they will draw like this one. So for that logic will be there. Simply you have to remember this value. Here this value we said V naught. Here this value is going to come I naught. So this I naught is more than V naught or less than V naught. That is very important. Here I naught is V naught by R. V naught is divided by some value. Then definitely I naught will be less than V naught. Therefore you have to draw curve below this one. So I am drawing the dotted line. You can see. So why I am dropping from here means because this value is going to give it as I naught. Okay, so this value from here to here, this peak value is I naught. Okay, this I naught is less than V naught. How we came to know means by using this equation. Okay, so this dotted lines okay, this is nothing but I naught. Okay, this dotted line equation we are calling it as, so I is equal to I naught sin omega t. You should not draw like this. In exam, you have to write clearly. Just to represent the graph, I have written. So this I naught value is this one. Always I naught value we have to solve. Why I am drawing means for inductor and capacitor, small changes will be coming in this. Now you supply this thick line voltage, AC voltage. Then you got current in the pure resistor, this dotted line current, isn't it? So this is about graphical representation of voltage and current. Now we will represent phasor diagram. So what is phasor diagram means? Here voltage and current both are scalar quantities. We will represent like vector quantities. For our convenience we will do. So the diagram which is representing voltage and current as vector notation, the diagram we are calling it as phasor diagram. They won't ask definition for you. Just the diagram what we are drawing, the diagram we are calling it as phasor diagram. Okay. So both voltage and current we are showing for our representation as vector quantities, because current and voltage are always scalars only. So this is graphical x-axis, y-axis we have taken. So in this both voltage and current, if you have done voltage like this is nothing but V naught value. This peak value is nothing but V naught value. In that direction only what will be there? Current will be there, right? Because both will be having in same direction. There is no phase difference, angle difference is not there. Here also omega t, here also V is equal to V naught sin omega t, I is equal to I naught sin omega t. Therefore there is no phase difference. I naught also will be coming like this. So this value gives I naught. Okay. So this value gives V naught. Okay. So both are in same phase. So what is the angle here? Omega t. Omega t. So with our representation. So this value is V naught, I naught. V naught arrow mark here means I naught arrow mark should be little bit lesser we have to get, because here value is going to become little bit lesser. Okay, V naught, I naught value. So voltage and current we have taken here. So time we are taking on this axis. This is nothing but graphical representation of voltage and current for pure resistor. They may ask for 1 or 2 marks question for you. So draw the graphical representation of both AC voltage and AC. Then this is the graphical representation for pure resistor. They will ask for pure resistor. Draw the phasor diagram for pure resistor. Then at the time you have to draw this one. Okay. Next we will see AC voltage for pure inductor. See the next one, AC voltage applied to the inductor. Okay. Now previous one we discussed for capacitor, resistor. Now this one we are discussing for inductor. Again for this we will connect for inductor on AC source. Same like that. You got some equation same way that we got. Then graphical representation and phasor diagram. In this you will get one new word. The new word also we are going to see. This is nothing but pure inductor. Pure means in the circuit only one inductor will be. So this coil only we will call inductor. It is denoted by L, inductance. Capacitance C, resistance R, inductance L. For this, what we connected here? AC source. AC voltage V is equal to V naught sin omega t. So whenever we connect inductor for AC voltage, then how much current is going to pass through the inductor we are going to see. Later we are going to represent graphical representation and phasor diagram. So what is the voltage across AB? That one only we will say induced EMF. So in previous lesson you got electromagnetic induction. The induced EMF developed by the coil, isn't it? E is equal to, what is the formula? E is equal to, so L di by dt. The negative side is nothing but it is going to oppose, which is going to give the cos. E is equal to L di by dt. So this induced EMF developed by this coil is going to equal to applied voltage, that is nothing but V is equal to V naught sin omega t. That is equation number 1. So E is equal to V because both are connected parallel. Then so V naught sin omega t is equal to L di by dt. This L will be coming this side. Di by dt is equal to V naught by L sin omega t. So di is equal to V naught by L sin omega t dt. So we want I. We want I means here di is there. What we should do? We did so many times. What we have to do? Integration on both sides. So integration on both sides. So integral. So di is equal to integral V naught by L sin omega t dt. So integral dx is x. Therefore I. Here V naught by L is constant. So integral sin omega t dt. So I think in mathematics they started integration form. Derivative of sin theta is cos theta. Integral sin theta is minus cos theta. Correct only? Integral sin theta is minus cos theta. So here omega is extra. Therefore integral sin omega t dt is equal to minus cos omega t is divided by omega. So in differentiation we will multiply. Here we have to divide. This is mathematical concept, mathematics concept. That formula just we are applying here. So I is equal to V naught by L. So integral sin omega t formula are not. If it is not completed for you in mathematics means it will come in next topic in maths only. Minus cos omega t by omega. So I is equal to V naught by omega L. How we will write? Minus cos omega t. How we will write means sin omega t minus pi by 2. Correct only? This is also mathematics only. So V naught by L we are representing as I naught sin omega t minus pi by 2. Called as equation number 3, where I naught is equal to V naught by omega L. In previous resistor, what you got? I naught is equal to V naught by R. According to Ohm's law, I is equal to V by R. So this denominator is indicating resistance. But which resistance we are going to discuss? Now see the voltage. How much applied voltage here? V naught sin omega t. How much current you got? I naught sin omega t minus pi by 2. Here omega t is there, here omega t minus pi by 2 is there. Means some phase difference is there. Again phase difference means what is phase you should not ask. In first PU in SHM lesson you got. So y is equal to a sin omega t plus pi by 2. What is the phase of this one means? This angle. Pi by 2 is representing phase, isn't it? So therefore already you came to know the word phase difference. So you are standing like this. Opposite your friend is standing like this. Okay, both are in same direction means we are in same phase. He is standing like this. So 90 degrees. He is standing quite opposite, 180 degrees. Okay, this is nothing but phase difference we are saying. Here minus pi by 2 came. Here 0, here minus pi by 2. Therefore, this is lagging. Okay, here plus k means leading. Now this is lagging because minus k. Minus is referring lagging. Lagging means so little bit backward. Okay, here current lags the voltage or EMF. Current lags the voltage or EMF by how much angle? By 90 degrees. By pi by 2 or 90 degrees. They will ask this question in 3 marks question. What they will ask means show that current lags the voltage by 90 degrees in case of inductor. Okay, show that current lags the voltage by current lags the voltage by 90 degrees in case of pure inductor. For AC voltage they will ask. At the time we have to derive like this up to here. So by using equation 3 and 2 we can say that current lags the voltage. This one only they will give in different way. Current is lagging means which is leading, voltage is leading. Current is lagging by pi by 2 means voltage is leading by pi by 2. That is also current. Or voltage or EMF. Voltage leads the current by pi by 2 or 90 degrees. So this is nothing but when we connect AC source for pure inductor. Now we will see graphical representation. I am analyzing this equation. Just you have to write whenever we are preparing notes. Very easy this lesson. Very easily you can remember. So first one is graphical representation. First what we are going to represent? V is equal to V naught sin omega t. This peak value gives V naught. So that is nothing but applied voltage for inductor. Whenever we apply this AC voltage for this inductor, how much current we got? This one. Now this is also sine current, but phase difference how much? Pi by 2. Pi by 2 means lagging or leading. So that is nothing but lagging. Lagging means you have to start. If you are starting from here, this is leading. So it is starting from here means no phase difference. If you are starting from here means that is nothing but lagging. So I equation will be coming from here. Whenever it is maximum, it is going to become 0 like this. Whenever it is 0, it is lagging by pi by 90 degrees it is. Now this dotted I is equal to I naught sin omega t minus pi by 2. So that is only important in this. They ask rather graphical representation of AC voltage and AC for pure inductor means just you have to draw this diagram. If you have to do this diagram, they will give 2 marks. Okay, this is graphical representation. Now I am drawing phasor diagram. You have to give the side heading phasor diagram. This is nothing but V naught. So voltage and current. This is nothing but V naught means T or omega t you can write. So which is making angle omega t. Now where you have to draw I naught, that is very important. If you are drawn here in this direction means there is no phase difference. If you are writing here means first I is coming, later V naught is coming. So this is if you are drawing here means phase difference is 180 degrees. So 90 degrees means you have to draw here. Okay, this is gives current, this will give voltage. This I naught will be little bit lesser than V naught. You should not draw both are equally. Both are equally means that is indicating both V naught and I naught will be same. But both V naught and I naught will not be same. So I naught is V naught is coming here means I naught is going here. Small difference you have to solve. That will be also less you have to. Why? Because V naught is divided by omega n. So now we will see this one. What is this omega n? So generally whenever we are representing, so just I have to give the side heading. What is this name we are going to give? After explanation, I will say what is this name. Okay. Just I am leaving space here for side heading. So generally this equation is resistance. I naught equal to V naught by R. According to Ohm's law, what we write? I is equal to V by R. Always voltage by here what is coming? Resistance is coming. So now this term is also omega L also indicating resistance. But what is this resistance? Resistance applied by the inductor. Resistance applied by the inductor to the which value? To the alternating current. So resistance applied by the resistor. Now resistance applied by the inductor. So resistance applied by the inductor is called inductive. So inductive reactance. This symbol we will draw like this, XL. Here you got I naught is equal to in this V naught by omega. You don't need to write all this in exam. Just directly you can write. Just to understand that one why we are calling it as resistance and to remember the definition of this 10. Inductive reactance just I get. So from the equation 3, I naught is equal to V naught by omega L. This omega L we are writing it as XL. What is this XL means? So not size of shirt or anything. V naught by XL refers inductive reactance. What is inductive reactance means? In this denominator term we are representing resistance. Resistance applied by the inductor to the alternating current. Resistance applied by the inductor to the alternating current, we are calling it as inductive reactance. So XL is equal to omega L. Now what are the units? Units of XL. What is the unit of resistance? Ohm. Therefore, unit of inductive reactance also ohms only. Units ohms. So inductive reactance units ohms. Write the dimension formula means you have to write the dimension formula for resistance how much you got. So resistance dimension formula and inductive reactance dimension formula both will be same. So already we wrote the resistance dimension formula. Therefore you can write. Now here what is XL? Omega L. XL is equal to omega. What is omega? We came to know 2 pi mu into L. So XL is directly proportional to mu. If you increase the frequency, inductive reactance also is going to increase. Okay, so they will ask in competitive. So XL and mu graph, it is going to come straight. So mainly you have to remember this equation. So they will ask sometimes problems on this equation. Find the inductive reactance, find the peak value of current at the time. So inductive reactance means we have to use this one. XL is equal to omega L. They will give L value. Okay, this is about AC voltage applied to pure inductor. First we got how much is the current value. So this minus came, therefore current lags the voltage. So this is graphical representation. This is phasor diagram. So we got one new word, that is nothing but inductive reactance. If you connect capacitor in place of inductor, you will get capacitive reactance. Now that one we are going to see. Okay. Now see some small problem on this topic what we discussed now. The inductor connected to a pure AC source. So pure inductor is connected to a AC source. In this, a pure inductance of coil 1 Henry. 1 Henry means what they gave, given that L is equal to 1 Henry. And they gave 110 volts 50 Hz means frequency mu is equal to 50 Hz and they gave 110 volts. What is that 110 volts? That is nothing but V RMS. They won't give always peak value. If they gave 220 volts, 100 volts, 200 volts means that value is nothing but V RMS. You have to remember. That will be helpful for competitive also whenever they are going to ask. 220 volts 50 Hz. So our Indian current, alternating current is going to give 220 volts 50 Hz. 50 Hz is frequency. So frequency means how many number of cycles are coming in 1 second. So I have shown sine curve like this. So like that, how many waves will come means 50 waves will come in 1 second. That is the meaning of that. 110 volt is RMS value. That is not peak value. You should remember that one. So now first they are asking inductive reactance of the coil. Inductive reactance means XL. So XL is equal to omega L. So omega means 2 pi mu into L. So 2 pi into mu value how much they gave? 50. L value 1. So that is nothing but 100 pi ohms. Inductive reactance units ohms because this is nothing but resistance. 50 into 2 100 pi. Pi value how much? 3.14. If we substitute means 3.14 into 100. That is nothing but 340 ohms. 314 ohms. Next, B they are asking RMS value of current. Here see, RMS value of current means we got relation IRMS is equal to I naught by root 2. Here they ask peak value of current. You don't know I naught. I naught also we should calculate. RMS also we should calculate. How we will get RMS value of current? If you know I naught, you will get like this. If you don't know I naught means how we have to apply? How we have to apply means by using Ohm's law. I is equal to V by R. Now IRMS is equal to VRMS by R. What is that R? Resistance of that coil. What is the resistance of the coil? XL. Understood? This is new formula for you to find IRMS. So simply they will ask what is the value of current or RMS value of current. So IRMS is equal to VRMS by XL. This formula generally we have to remember by using Ohm's law. V by R. V means voltage, resistance means for inductor you have to take XL when AC voltage is connected. For inductor you have to take R when DC source is connected. But in this lesson always whenever inductance resistance means you have to take XL. So XL value already you got 340. So VRMS how much they gave? VRMS equal to 110. So 110 by 340. So this is nothing but that. So you can divide how much you are getting, you can see. That is nothing but IRMS value. Now we will see final peak value of current. Once you get to know IRMS, you can find peak value. So IRMS is equal to, so I naught by root 2. And I naught is equal to root 2 into, so root 2 into IRMS. 110 is divided by 340. So root 2 value you can take 1.414. 414 into 110 by 340. So this one you can calculate. So amperes. This is nothing but IR. In this new formula is this one. Now onwards you will be getting. So this formula so many times in competitive also. This will come at the time. You can remember very well. So from this lesson you will get definitely one 5 marks question in your final exam. Every year they are going to ask. So therefore you should read carefully and problems. More problematics and more equations will be coming. You have to remember logically and carefully. So our next topic pure capacitance. Pure capacitor connected to AC voltage. Today it will take a little bit more time. Therefore, in next session we are going to discuss. Okay.